Hello and welcome to today's episode of the Untold. Of course, let's state the obvious. We have Handpan here.
It does look kind of like an alien object, but it's going to bring to us a very interesting guest who I think you guys are going to love. His name is USI, and he's a handpan musician and teacher. And I think we should just dive straight into the episode because look at this. It's amazing.
Yeah, honestly, the handpan is such a fascinating kind of instrument, and I cannot wait to talk to him and see all of the things related to this kind of instrument. So if that sounds curious to you, be sure to join us after the break. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. I believe this is the amount of excitement I have for this episode is honestly amazing. But first, welcome you, USI, on the Untold, and for bringing your handpan with us.
Hi, hello. Thank you so much for your invite again, and it's my pleasure to be here.
USI, it's wonderful to have you. And actually, I think I saw you play once before at a market last winter.
Yeah.
And the melody and everything was the first time I'd seen such an instrument. It was beautiful. Could you explain to people who may not know what a handpan is?
Yeah, thank you so much. Actually, handpan is the melodic percussion instrument, and it's originally come from the Swiss land in the 2000. We can play with the hand, and it's handmade, and the sound is very useful for relaxation. And yeah, of course, the style I make it and the people love it. I make mix of the handpan with the electronic music.
It was amazing.
Yeah, thank you so much. So this is about the handpan.
Yeah. And for people, is this like a recent instrument or is it an old instrument? Because for me personally, it's like, this year I believe it's the first time I've ever seen it.
It's a new instrument. In the 2000, the first handpan.
Oh, you mean 2000? No, I thought 2000, before 2000.
No, like
Oh.
it's like
It's
around,
very recent.
yeah, 25 years ago. So, and I play handpan around 7 years ago. I tried to introduce handpan in the Kuwait, but now this year's from starting last year's, it's come like more trend and the people more love it, and we started more workshop, more performing. So yeah.
Could you tell us more about the instrument itself? Like, why does it have such a relaxing sound?
This is because how they tune it, because it's very hard to they made it, and no one can made it very good quality like this. And it's I told you it's the handmade, and when you touch it, look. This is because how they tune it.
Yeah.
That's why the sound is very have a more sustained and very amazing sound.
Yeah. So, because I know a little bit about music, and in music there are, notes, there are scales and everything. And you did mention before, before we filmed that this is on a certain scale. So how do they make this musical notes? Like, this is where my mind is not understanding, because this has the same notes on a piano.
Really?
Yeah, but like, how do they brought all of this together?
Okay, so in the music we have different scale, but when you have the piano, you have 88 keys. You can create all scale with one piano. But in the handpan, no, because we have the 10 notes handpan, 20 notes handpan, and each one have the different scale. Like this one I bring to today is mi minor scale. We have like re minor scale, we have the major scale, we have the Hijaz scale, we have different scale, and 9 notes up to 20 notes, 22 notes. So that's why.
What made you fall in love with the handpan? Why did this become your instrument of choice?
The things I love handpan because my main instrument is drums, and also I do composing on the piano. The things I see in the handpan is mix of both together. I can play melody, also I can add rhythm on the handpan. So it's like mix of the drums and piano.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And honestly, what's so fascinating about it, I believe, so the inside of this is air, right? There's nothing to control the notes and everything, like it was what's inside the piano and everything. Like this is you're only hearing whatever you're pushing on and wherever your hand is.
Yeah, and it's if it's go out of tune, they again should tune it with the hammer. I can't tune it.
Oh, you can't tune it with the hammer?
No, I can't do it. I should send it back to the company and they do it the tuning. Yeah.
It seems like a very delicate instrument. What made you choose it? Like, where did you first hear about it? Because for me personally, I never knew about handpans till I saw you in the market playing it. And I think for a lot of people in Kuwait, it's not very common as an instrument. So where did you learn about it?
The first time I see handpan, it's like 7 years ago. And when I see it, I try an instrument, I try handpan, and because I know some music theory of the drums and this thing, I use the same thing, same technique in the handpan, and that's why I started, because I love the sound. The sound is very amazing. It's make me very relaxed.
Yeah, I agree. It is really relaxing.
It is very relaxing. And again, I was talking to him before the episode, is that the only reason I know about this instrument this year in particular, because we were talking about, a very famous YouTuber who has a handpan and he plays for 3 hours. And the amount of relaxation you have, it's nothing. It's like you're in a completely different state of mind, right? You're feeling so eased up, right? You're feeling like, without any responsibilities. Honestly, it's such an amazing instrument to hear for a long period of time.
Yeah, exactly. The one you mentioned is Martin. He's
Yeah.
the legend of the handpan, and I'm always fan of his work, and I always see his work. I love his work, and my work also. It's some very similar. I try to be some similar to the Martin, because Martin also he used the scale like the mi minor or F sharp low pygmy scale or region scale, the different kind of scale, especially for the relaxation. But also I made my style, the style you guys know me as the like handpan mixing with the electronic music, and I love also this style. So like I have different style, like some of that is meditation style, some of that with the electronic music.
I love that you managed to figure out your own style with it. Would you say that you focus on technique or emotion more when you play?
I can say both important, but honestly, emotion very more important, because the melody I create and the people love, it's come from my emotion, my experience I had in life, and of course the theory, the music theory I know, it's helped me to I can create the good music and emotional music.
Yeah. You also described that you first got into playing the drums and then the piano, and this just seems like the natural progression for it. Like, what is it about this instrument in particular that you loved way more, than piano or drums?
Uh, to be honest, the first thing I start handpan, like I play before that drums. And drums is very heavy in instrument. I play drums. Sometimes I want to chill. I want to play something for relaxation. So I choose the handpan. Like at the morning, at the noon, I play drums. At the night, I play handpan. And after that, sometimes I play piano. But the things about the handpan, I told you, the things I very love it. You can play rhythm and melody together on the handpan.
Yeah.
Like I can't show you how you can do it. It's very amazing.
I can sense your passion for
Yeah.
it. It's so strong and beautiful, and I love to see that. And I know that you're not only a musician, but a teacher as well.
Yeah.
So how did you go from being just a musician to a teacher?
To be honest, the things I decide to be teaching, because I see a lot of people now in the Kuwait, they like handpan, and I decide to teach them in the current way, because we have different method of the handpan. But the technique I go and the method I go for the teaching, it's similar to the international method, like the method Martin go and another famous artist they go. Because it's very important. If you like the handpan, you want to start it, if the teaching method is good, you will be also the amazing handpan player. But if the teaching method is not good, after 6 months, again, you can't play handpan good, and you not play handpan, and you don't like handpan, because I see these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of your role as a teacher, and especially teaching an instrument that is relatively new, if I was a student, I want to learn this instrument, and this is the first time I come into it. What are the difficult parts, or is it a hard instrument to get into and learn about such a thing?
Actually, it's the easiest instrument I ever see. It's easier than the piano, easier than the drums, easier than the violin. And mostly the people, they come in our workshop, they learn it in only 1 hour. They can play two amazing melody handpan. And this is like my method. I make easy for them.
So what's the hard part about teaching it? Because it looks kind of intimidating when I'm looking at it like this,
Yeah, the hard part I can say to my student, the music theory also important, because some of them, they don't like music theory. But to be honest, the music theory also is very important to be know it, and after that we can create our music with that.
Yeah. And speaking of music theory, is it something that you knew before going into this, or is it something you learned for this instrument?
Yeah, I knew before because of the drums, like we have a different patterns, different rudiments, and also in the piano I learned we have a different scale, how to we create the music, about the chord progression and about the rhythm, the arpeggio, all of this. With all of this you can create the music. Yeah.
What about someone like me who has no knowledge about music theory?
Yeah.
Would I be able to learn it?
Yes, of course. From the first session, you can play handpan. But when we continue, I will teach you like first session, this music theory, the next session, another one. And after that, you can create your song, you know?
That's amazing.
Yeah, and speaking of creating your own, because you did mention that you used the handpan for a mixture between the relaxing kind of music and the techno kind of music. So how did those two worlds come together for you personally? Like, how did you choose, I want to make this instrument, collide with this kind of music?
This is the idea I had like around 3, 4 years ago. And I very try it, I very practice it, but I see because both of that I like I like the electronic music, I like the handpan, and I see the mix of that will be amazing. And also my new music and my first music I want to release in the next month. Also it will be handpan and electronic music. I'm now working on that. So this is the things I love about the handpan and electronic music.
So would you say that's your main goal now as a handpan musician?
Yeah, now to be honest, these days I focus on my to create the music in my handpan. Also as a drummer, I'm in the some bands. So like before the new year, I have I think around 4 songs. One
Mashallah.
of that related to handpan, the another two for the some bands I'm in as a drummer, and another song for the piano.
Oh, so you stayed, with the drum and the
Yes,
piano
of
as well.
course.
You didn't
Yes,
oh,
yes,
I just love the
yes.
handpan. I'm gonna be with the handpan.
No, I
Yeah.
have time because
Yeah.
handpan is easier. Like I
Yeah.
have in the day we have 24 hours time. So like 3 hours I do handpan. The another 3 hours I can do drums, I can do piano. Because music is my work. So
Yeah.
when
That's wonderful. And I'm really looking forward to see the kind of work and stuff you create with your album in the future.
Yeah.
For now, we're going to go on a short break and then we'll see. Who knows? Maybe we'll try handpan ourselves.
yeah, sure, welcome.
Stay tuned for after the break.
And we are back with UC. And first, you did play a little bit off camera, just a couple of notes. And honestly, hearing this instrument, live, hearing it here instead of, on tape or on recording, whatever, I would say, thought-altering kind of experience. But first, I want to, dive deep into you personally. Like, how did you get into music in general? Because I know you mentioned you were first learning piano and then drums, but how did your career path take you to music?
Actually, the first time I tried music, I tried with guitar.
Oh,
I tried with guitar, but I play around like few months. After that, I not continue. I see the guitar, it's not for me. So after that, after a year, I started with the drums. Like when I was 14, I started with the drums. And after 2 years, I start with the handpan and piano. And after that, I started with the DJing and mixing the handpan to the electronic music and composing music and yeah, and this thing.
That's amazing that you've dabbled in so many different things to get to where you are. And it's funny that you mentioned the guitar. Abdullah, don't you play the guitar?
I try to play the guitar. It's a very, I'm not sure because it's one of the first instruments that I learned, so I'm not sure how hard is it compared to other instruments, but it took me a long time to feel like, oh, I'm finally at the beginning stages. So that's how hard it was for me. But I had the reverse path of him because I first started with drums. I'm not sure what the instrument is called, but in Kuwait we called it iqa, which is this one. So I'm not sure what it's called in English because I've never seen it played in any kind of Western, place. So
They
that's where I
call,
started.
I think they call it Arabic drums, this one.
This one,
This
yeah.
one they call, but I play the drum set, I mean. I
Yeah.
played the
Oh
drums.
yeah, yeah, it's the drums. But I was saying that I started here with these ones, and then I transitioned to the guitar.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay, okay,
which
amazing.
is, you know, it's another instrument. But yeah, I don't know how easy it is to translate one musical skill to another. So if I know, for example, the guitar, I can read music.
Yeah.
Could I play this? Because honestly, for me, this sounds really hard.
Yeah.
Like this sounds, it takes a lot of memorizations. You have to know where each note is. You have to know where your finger is gonna hit. Because I believe that, and you showed us, wherever your finger hits, it's different sounds. So it's a lot of memorization for it.
Exactly, especially like this one because there is a note on the bottom, so we need
Yeah.
also to hit on the bottom notes. It's hard, but because you are guitarist and you do also Arabic drums, it will be easy for you. You can play same note on the handpan and the same technique you use in the like that drums, you can use it in the handpan. No?
I personally don't know how to play any instruments. I think I remember back in school, they taught us all how to play the recorder, and I don't think anyone ever uses the recorder in real life. So I'm not sure what that was about. I do think I remember playing the xylophone. That was easy, but I don't know if it counts. Like the very child one, like the one for babies that's like rainbow colored, and you just like play it. I do have some friends who are very musically inclined, like they're in bands, they're like very into music. And one of them told me anybody can play music. Like, don't think about it too much in your head. A lot of music comes from feeling. Just try. And he would make me try many different instruments, even if I felt like I wasn't doing a good job. And there is something I think about just playing music, even if you're good or not, that just feels like that makes you feel very connected to people and to the instrument itself. It allows you to kind of flow and relax in a way that you don't get with some other things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the things also I want to say, as you mentioned, how you start the music, because now I remember. There is one person, one of my friends, he's also a musician. To be honest, he very also helped me in the mindset of the music he have. He's a very talented guy. And from the starting music, we start our band until now. And like around 10 years, we have a band.
MashaAllah.
But our first music will be released in the next month.
Oh.
So yeah, because of, you know, he's in another country and another things, we had the issue, but finally we want to release the song, and he very helped me also in the music. I want from the here say thanks to the Reza. He's my best friend and my musical friend and my best friend, and he's very talented. And our band name also is Dinosaur is Missing.
Dinosaurs.
Yes,
That name.
yeah.
How did you guys come up with that name?
This is Reza's idea about the band name, but the song is very amazing. It's very amazing, and I cannot wait to release this song. And yeah, so it's very important, like when you start the music with who you are friend and their idea, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this is also important.
Well, I'd also like to take the moment to thank you, Riza, for being here
Yes,
with you
yes, yes, of course.
from 10
Thank you,
years
Reza.
ago.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
you did mention you're releasing your, you know, songs this year, 4 songs by the end of the year.
Yeah.
So I want to go a little bit more because you said you also compose the music.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what is your thought process, or how did you learn how to compose music?
The compose music, I start with the piano. I start in the new classical genre, and already I have my music, but still I didn't release it. So before the new year, for sure, I will release. Maybe in November or December,
Yeah.
it will be released. So yeah, I learned how to compose first on the piano. After that, I switched to the handpan to compose the music, because we need to know how to play the chord progression, the music theory for that, playing different scale. Okay, now I create music in the la minor, or I create music in the re minor.
Yeah.
Is it different? So yeah, about the music, one of that is this one, another one about that band I told you, another one about my handpan electronic music, and another one is the one metal band I'm in that.
Metal band.
Yes, one metal band.
That's quite a range.
Yeah. Also, the leader of this band, she's one of my friend, and she's also very talented. She's name is Leila, and she's also very talented. And we started the band few years ago, but finally now we will release it, our song, after like 1 month or 2 months. So all of that, it's come together.
all come
I don't
this
know.
year,
Yeah, it's very amazing. Like after 10 years and 5 years and everything, all of that, it's come now together and will be released in the same dates, like, you
Yeah.
know, same.
That's so crazy that it's taken that long to get to the recognition you deserve right now.
Yeah.
And I think that's actually very common in a lot of like musical or artistic kind of processes where you'll be doing the work for years and you'll have started your conception a long time ago, but it takes so long to find the right opportunities, the right exposure, especially I think in today's age where social media is a really important thing. Does that help you to get people to know
Of
about your
course,
workshop?
because I do everything. If I create everything, if I perform everything, everything I posted in my social media. Because to be honest, I'm not person to talk too much, to have a too much connection or something. I just do myself, and the things I create, the things I love, I posted in my social media. And if someone like it, they contact me for performing for something.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is my personality. And
And I do love how music, especially in the social media age, is so transcendent of boundaries, right? Because for me personally, music is the only universal language. Like music written in China is going to be read the same in, the United States. Music is written here is going to be read the same in Europe, right? Even if, like, for example, Europeans and Americans, they call those notes A, B, C, D, E, F, J, and we call them do, re, mi, fa,
yes, in the
mi, fa,
French,
sol.
yes,
It's still the same kind of notes, right? Whatever you put there is going to be read the same. It's honestly the most amazing thing about music is how universal it is.
exactly. Like music is a piece. I can say music is a piece, and that's why I love the music, because I'm the person. I can't say everything, and I can't say like my emotion. So that's why I bring everything to my music. I say my emotion, if I sad, if I feel happy with my music. Like some days I feel sad, so the music I create, it's sad. Some days I feel happy, the music I create is happy. It's
That's amazing.
yeah.
I do know that music is a great way to express yourself. And like you said, Abdullah, it connects people throughout all cultures and history. We're still listening to music and songs from hundreds of years ago,
Right.
and they're still as relevant today as they were 100 years ago. And that's something I think really special about music and the passion that you've chosen for yourself. And I love that you're able to share it with people. How do you feel about that?
I feel great. Like I love to share my music. When I share my music and someone enjoy it, I really love it. Because I think in this life, the things I want to do it, if sometimes, like if after many years, I died, I want someone, if they say UC, they know me as my music.
Yeah.
At least I do something in this world. Because, in my mindset, in this world, uh, we live here to do something, and this is my work. I want to create my music, and after that the people know me as my music, as a handpan. This is the thing.
Yeah. And honestly, music is one of the few things that stay very long after someone, dies and everything. Because now, even if I'm learning the guitar, I'm learning songs that were written like 400, 500 years ago. So honestly, it's one of the most timeless kind of hobbies a person can take. And especially someone in your position with an amazing instrument, but also who composes music. So you are going to have your own music, lasting so many years.
Yeah, exactly. I love to composing music. Like it's my favorite thing. The day I see it, I compose the music, because I like to compose music more than the cover music. But sometimes I do also some famous music, some cover music, for audience.
Yeah.
But mostly I like to compose music.
Actually, you've inspired me so much. I think that we would love to hear you play, and I think me and Abdullah wouldn't mind trying the handpan ourselves.
Yeah,
So let's take a quick break and see how that goes. Stay tuned for after the break. Welcome back from the break. And honestly, guys, we're going to get a very lucky thing to happen now, a very special performance by UC right now on Untold. UC,
yes.
I'm so excited to hear you play. Please go ahead.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Wow. You see, that was so beautiful. I feel like you took me to another world almost.
Thank you
It
so
felt like a magical experience. I was almost going to tell the directors I might take a nap while you play, and then they just don't show me in that moment.
Yeah, this is one of my new music I created.
Really, that's your own work?
Yeah, this is the music
Amazing.
I composed on this scale, and hopefully you enjoy. Yeah.
Abdullah, what do you think? Do you want to give it a try?
Honestly, I'm at such a relaxing kind of, state of mind. I'm like, okay, just go whatever the flow is.
I mean, I doubt we'll be able to play as well as you, obviously, but if you don't mind, we'd love to try.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not?
Okay, but honestly, that was an amazing performance. Thank you so much for giving us that.
Thank you.
You see, thank you so much for this opportunity. I wasn't even aware of how many circles and different shapes there were on the handpan from that angle. I'm gonna just go. Maybe I'll be a natural, who knows?
Yeah. Okay. So now let me explain something. Okay,
As you
so
can tell, I'm
first,
ready to be on the album with
yeah.
you now.
First in the handpan, as you see, there is one ding. This one.
This?
Yeah, this one. This one we call it ding. This is the more bass sound. Exactly. There is one circle here. We call it shoulder.
Okay. so
Next to the ding. Next
This
to the
one?
dings. No, on the up. The
Here.
circle on the up.
okay.
Yeah, we call it shoulder, but the important area we want to hit the handpan, you see any circle here, the name is dimple.
Okay,
We need
cute.
with one finger, this area, we hit at the edge of the dimple, but we need to make our hand relax. We touch very soft, but when we touch, we go up like this. Okay, now try it on the dimple. Yeah, at the edge. Okay.
Okay, actually, Abdullah, since you have your guitar skills, you wanna show me how it's done?
Well, I can.
See, that's already better than me.
I think I kind of butchered that one, and I think the audiences are gonna see me playing, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, what is that instrument?" But I would implore the audience to rewind 5 minutes to where USI was playing beautifully. And I want to first, thank you for joining us, and thank you for playing with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your invite, and hopefully the people enjoy this show. And it's my pleasure. Yes, it's my pleasure to hear.
I mean, I know we enjoyed the show
Yeah.
and the instruments, so I'm sure they did too. And I feel like we were very lucky. Thank you so much for letting us try it as well.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for your invite.
Thank you so much again for joining us, and thank you for letting us try it out ourselves. It is a bit trickier than I expected, but I do think it is something that you could learn, especially with a great teacher like yourself.
Thank you so much, and thank you again for your invite. And I invite you guys to come to my next workshop, and I promise you I will teach you in my workshop. In 1 hour you can play handpan.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Honestly, it looks pretty difficult. I think what you have to take is the amount of pain that comes with the finger.
I don't
That's
think
something
there
you
was
have to
any
adapt
pain,
for.
but
Yeah.
I guess we're gonna just have to come to your workshop and find out.
Yeah.
And that's all we have for today. Thank you so much for joining us, and see you next time on The Untold.